Good morning, everyone. Jill here with North Texas Vegetable Gardening Candy Recipes, a little bit of everything. What am I starting today? I'm going to start some more Swiss chard, and I'm going to show you why, and bok choy. Bok choy is a cool weather plant. It's good in the fall or in the early spring. It normally does best when direct sowed into the ground, but it's still so hot here. I'm going to try to get some started in my seed trays. Let's check out my other seed starters that I did just a couple weeks ago. So my kale transplants, they did pretty good. I think I might have to do some more seeds of these, and I'll tell you where I think I made my mistake, guys, is I'm pretty sure that I transplanted them from my little seed starting trays into these 4-inch pots a little too soon. I should have waited and let them get a little bit more of a root ball so that they would get some more stability. Unfortunately, my Swiss chard didn't fare as well as the kale, but I still do have some that are doing okay. So that's why I'm going to start some more chard today. I'll probably start some more kale, and I'm going to certainly do bok choy and see how they do in the seed starting trays. This is more of my broccoli. It's doing well. Waiting on that other high tunnel, and also some more wicking tubs that will become available here in the next day or two. So I have some Swiss chard coming up still in this, my first seed starting tray. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave those, and I'm gonna get these planted in here and get them into my spot on the shady spot of the back porch, and hopefully I'll be a little bit more successful with these. And you can see these seeds are quite chunky. So I have my chard replanted. Now I'm going to grow or start some milk bok choy. These are little ivory stems. They're like single serving size plants. Again, it's best planted in the cool of the spring or fall conditions, so in place, but we're going to go ahead and try to start in a seed tray here to get a little jump, because we are still burning up here in Texas. Like most brassicas, these seeds are very teeny tiny. There's about 200 seeds in this pack. So I've gone through and put little holes in my little starters. And I'm going to put 2 seeds per hole. Now this tray holds 72. It's a 72 compartment. And we're going to plant the whole thing, and in fact we'll probably plant another tray in about 2 weeks. This is a quick turnaround. This is about a 30 to 45 day, 60 day. I'll have to look it up, but I know it's a quick turnaround on the bok choy, and we expect to have some harvest pretty soon. So I want to rotate these in and out. This also could be one that you do the chop and drop on, or not the chop and drop, but the cut and come again. All these acronyms and all these words, all these little rhymes. Anyway, so yeah, you can do the cut and come again on these, but we want to make sure and have some beautiful single size, single serving bok choys. Here's a quick shot of my celery. Guys, celery takes a long while to come up, and we will just leave these here until they get a little bit more sturdy and a little bit more strength to them before we transplant these to anything. So my 2 seed trays are in their spot. I'm sure I'll think of something else that I need to plant. I'm going to hold off on my lettuces a little bit to see how far we get on that high tunnel out there. But those will probably be next. Them and possibly some spinach. Quick check on my citrus in the freeze dryer. Look, guys. So it's been going almost 48 hours, and you can see that is the sugars coming up out of the grapefruit and a little bit on the oranges, not so much on the lemons. Checked them earlier, they were still sticky. So we have put them in there for about another 5 hours, and we'll check out then. You'll hear that rock and roll music my husband likes to play. I try to work on him on that. I'm a little bit country. You can guess the rest. Anyway, so this weekend is traditionally celebrated as the last weekend of summer, not for here in Texas. We will still be hot, it looks like, through next week. I'm really hoping that the Lord changes that, and I'm hoping that we start to get some cooler weather. We do expect some rain tomorrow. I hope we get it. We really need a cool down. Everything is just burning up here. but I know that Kristen up there at Vermont, Adventures in Vermont Gardening, that you guys have already started to see some of the treetops change. We won't see the treetops change here. We will just go from green to brown to dead. We don't get a lot of colors here, although East Texas does at times, but not where I'm at, which is south of the DFW, the area. We go from green to brown, and then from dead to green. So it happens really quick, almost overnight. This time last year, I looked back at one of my posts, and we were at 102 or 104 heat index this weekend, but the following week we were predicted to be 53 degrees. Not seeing that this year, guys, but I sure hope it's in the very near future. So anyway, now's not the time to stop gardening. I think that our fall gardening here, at least in the South, is a really good time to catch up on maybe something that you lost back in the summertime, or struggling with heat or insects. So if you're so inclined to do so, start you some seeds, get them going. Some lettuce, spinaches, cabbage, your basilicas, your cauliflower, broccoli, all of those. Guys, come on. You can do this. I'm encouraging you to do so. Anyway, this is the wrap for this seed starting. I'm burning up. I can feel my face turning red. So I'm going to go inside and cool off for a minute. Take care. God bless, and we will be in touch.